Talk about a Joe Cole party. I think there's a Cole Palmer party in West London tonight. What on earth just happened?
I don't know. 2-0 up, and then, like I said last week, silly mistakes, but, you know, when the 8 minutes got added on, give us a lift, and, yeah, madness.
Was that the reaction that you needed to show out there after what happened at the weekend as well?
Yeah, definitely, you know, we need to try and win as many games as possible, and to win like that, there's nothing better.
Right, talk us through those final couple of minutes of the match, Cole, because the equaliser came and then you get that winner within 82 seconds between those two goals.
Well, yeah, we thought when we scored the second goal, you know, the fans lifted us, we lifted ourselves. Seen the gaffer said he was 2 minutes left, so we thought we'd go for it, and thankfully, we scored.
How'd you hold your nerve though, these final minutes of the game? So much pressure on you to step up to the spot, even just to rescue a point in that game, let alone to go on and then score the winner.
Yeah, you know, took many penalties. People say to score penalties, but I'm not going to miss the penalties, am I? Touch wood, but to score in the last minute is crazy.
Crazy, and you have got that match ball in your hands. It's your first senior hat-trick. How does that feel?
Yeah, buzzing.
And a Manchester lad playing against Manchester United. You're a United fan, I believe, as well. Is that right?
Yeah, when I was growing up, I was a United fan, so yeah.
Did you get an extra incentive playing against this team? You scored against them in the other leg as well. You're the first player since Frank Lampard for Chelsea, the first English player to score home and away against Manchester United too.
I don't know, I just think trying each team, you know, do the same thing, but I've scored away and I've scored, you know, a few here tonight, so yeah, buzzing.
There are people saying, Cole, that you are the signing of the season. Is that a nice feeling for you to be getting that type of praise?
Yeah, I just try to take each game as it comes and show the Chelsea fans and show everyone what I came here to do was play football.
Well, you're doing pretty well, Cole. Congratulations. Enjoy it as you walk off.
Thank you.
Rio Ferdinand and Joe Cole watching alongside me with the rain. We've summed up the emotions from a Chelsea point of view, Rio, but how on earth did Manchester United let that slip so late?
Devastation. I think they switched off. We're going to go through the goals in a bit, but I think concentration plays a huge part at the end of these games. There's a lot riding on these games, a huge pressure, I know that, but in the midst of madness and chaos, you have to have people that are in there that are really on top of their game, concentrating, pointing, yelling, cajoling, pushing people about. The corner comes for the winner. Cole Palmer comes out on the edge of the corner of the box, drifts out there. No one even notices it. No one even. Here we go. We've got it here. He comes out. He's the danger man. This is the guy you've got to shut down more than anybody else on that pitch. He's able to drift out there, come out there unopposed, and gets to open up and has a shot. Yes, it's a deflection, but he shouldn't even be able to get there and turn. If you're concentrating, if you're professional in that manner, and you're understanding the magnitude of the moment in this game, you can't afford to have them moments. You get punished at this level.
He's the linchpin of this team, Joe, isn't it? Which is quite remarkable for a 21-year-old. And really, what's his first full senior season?
Do you know what was even more remarkable, Lindsay? Way was talking to Jules. He just scored a last-minute goal. It was like he just got off the sofa and he's got his cocoa in his hand and he's just ready for bed. He's the coolest man in the building. These fans love him. You know, he's lifted this team on so many occasions when because there's no experienced players around, you're looking for someone who's got something magical that hasn't, you know, that he doesn't learn. It's like Jude Bellingham. When we watch him play, we're like, that's not a 20-year-old. You feel the same with Cole Palmer. From Manchester United's perspective, Rio's right. In a crucial point of the game, how can you let the best player on the pitch have time to take a touch in the box and strike it? Like, he must have been thinking, what's going on here? How have I got this time? But he has just been remarkable this season. I would say signing of the season, you know, and he'll be looking. And you know what? He's just taken this team by the scruff of the neck and gone, no, you're my team, you know, and I'm going to be the one that drags us through.
Build a team around him.
Absolutely. Absolutely build a team around him. He's got the personality for it. You know he won't be found. How many people in this stadium, Manchester United and Chelsea fans, would have thought he might miss this? Nobody. He was just cool as you like. It's brilliant.
But Man United fans, Man United players, the changer will be on their knees right now. I think the big task now is for Erik ten Hag to get this team back on their feet. Because it's a game of emotions. There's huge emotions that go into these games, and the game's to and fro.
And it's Liverpool next, really.
Liverpool next. He's got to find a way of getting them up, getting them back, and getting that fight. They showed fight today. That's one thing you've got to give them. They showed fight, they showed character. But then it's a lack of that concentration at the final end. The last 2 games they've conceded 3 goals post 90 minutes. That tells you that concentration is a problem. It's an issue. Have to get that sorted out. But you look at it, I thought 90 minutes came and I thought, I don't see Chelsea scoring.
The defensive injuries, though, a mitigating factor, because obviously Varane went off, Evans came on, Evans then had to go off, and it's just such a huge list of defensive injuries they have.
Yeah, but you can't have excuses at this level like that. The injuries happen. There's players that are training, they're getting given so much information nowadays. You know what? Listen, they're coming on, they're full of iPads loaded up with all the information, tactics, where you got to stand, where you got to be at set pieces. The set piece goal at the end was the killer. That's the nail in the coffin, obviously. And I'm sure there'll be an inquest in the change room. But listen, I can tell you now, you've been in that change room. Every head will be on that floor. They're going to have to.
Hunger of his players.
Yeah.
Did they answer him in bucket loads tonight?
Absolutely. The character. There's always a moment with a team where you go, that's it. Like that's what Chelsea are, and I'm really hoping that's this. Like the fans responded to him. This place on Saturday was a morgue. It was really down. There was no energy. Tonight the fans stayed with them right the way through because they played well, but they fought. Everyone was on it.
The problem you got, Joe, is that both of these teams have shown glimpses this season at times where, oh my, this is them now. This is them. I can see them catching fire and catching form, confidence, momentum, and they have a moment like this. Man United had it last week, a couple of weeks ago in the FA Cup against Liverpool. Similar circumstances, last-minute goal. But then go to have a game against Brentford.
And that
points.
was exactly the same team. So how could it be so very different with exactly the same team?
And as happy as Pochettino will be, and we saw him right next to us here going crazy, and like he should. He'll still, I reckon, it calms down. He'll be scratching his head. Where's this been? Where has this been? He needs to find consistency with this team. Can we get an umbrella, please?
Yeah.
Please, umbrellas.
The rain
for you.
The rain is getting heavier. We're all right. It's been such an amazing match. Who cares about a bit of rain out here? Oh, lovely. Look at that.
I'll hold it for you. Go on, I'll hold it for you.
John to the rescue there. Absolutely brilliant. We're hoping to hear from Mauricio Pochettino as well when he comes out, Joe. But that release of emotion that we saw from him at the end with the fans, have you seen that from him here with Chelsea?
That is no, but I love that. I haven't seen it because there's nothing that he's been able to grab onto, and he's an emotional guy. You speak to players who've played with him, and they tell you, his energy. There's certain managers that are pragmatic, and they're data driven, and I'm thinking along the lines of the previous manager Graham Potter. Maurizio has played his whole career on his instincts and his emotion. And he was loved by the crowd at Tottenham, and he's not felt like that. But tonight you felt an outpouring of love and emotion and just joy from everyone at that moment. And that is the thing what you play football for. And I'm so happy for him because he's such a nice bloke, and he deserves an opportunity because he hasn't had full control of this club yet. And let's hope, and I've always been a big advocate, right from the start, if a manager as a head coach needs to be in control of incomings, outgoings, policies, and I think if he can give him that, I think we've got half a chance.
Can you see clear progress from when Graham Potter departed the club, Rio?
If you'd said that to me before the game, I'd have said no, because the inconsistencies are there for the team. And I think I said it just an hour that he must be really frustrated with his team because he sees moments and glimpses, but you need to see them more consistently. You need to see them every single time you go out to train. You need to see the right habits. You need to see the same thing in the game. So until he sees that, I don't think he'll be satisfied. He'll enjoy this moment. I'm sure here he comes now.
Here he is, behind us. Maurizio, congratulations. Was a brilliant first half, especially watching with these two. Rio basically sulked for the first half an hour. Joe, it was a perfect start for Chelsea.
It was brilliant. It's the best I've seen us all year. We was on it from the start. Great. The goal. We dropped into this shape in possession was really interesting. Mudryk was disciplined. We went to a back three, and it was Gusto and Mudryk giving. And what that allowed is Palmer and Gallagher to play them sort of inside left and inside right. That's where the goal comes from. Break the lines. He just ambled into the box, can time his run. A little deflection here, and it's just a decent strike. I think Onana could do better.
Has to save it, Rio, doesn't he?
I agree, but you look at Casemiro, this is where he's made a living here. Sees Gallagher first with that look, second look, knows where he is. This is where he's patrolled for his years and made a name for himself. A little deflection, but maybe he can attach himself to Gallagher. He knows he's in that area. But Onana, I think, has got to do better there. It's not like the ball's wide of him or a yard away from his in reach-wise. It's right underneath his body.
And then it got worse for Man United.
Yeah, and Mudryk, as Joe was saying, getting wide, isolating Wan-Bissaka is a fantastic bit of ball. Anthony doesn't need to tackle there. He's not going towards goal. He can probably get round the other side of him. He just takes another couple of steps. Guire's coming across. He makes it easy for Cucurella to go down, and he draws the penalty in. This man don't miss. Cole Palmer is that guy.
Yeah, ice cold from the spot. 7 out of 7 penalties.
He was magnificent in that first 20 minutes.
Good first half from here. Man United fought back at Garnacho after capitalising on a Caicedo mistake.
Yeah, Caicedo just, I don't know what he's done there. He just had a rush of blood here. Just go back to the goalie, like Ali said in comms, but he doesn't. Garnacho does so well. Really, I think if he's right-footed, Reed, he's thinking about the tackle there, but he takes a gamble at Garnacho's. He backs his goalkeeper. He doesn't want to get sent off, and Garnacho just dispatches it lovely. Garnacho was good as well.
You livened up at that point, Rio, and then it got a lot better.
Look at Bruno here. If Bruno doesn't make that run, they don't get this goal. His intelligence, his awareness, they go through. Anthony comes inside. This is where Man United are good, I think, in transitions. When they're like this and they break on teams from a corner like this. Brilliant from Dalot, his delivery's been first class all season. And this, Ali mentioned it in commentary, talking, communication on that back post. He's the one who communicates. Hoyland leaves it, and it's a wonderful header, and we're back in it. And I found my voice again at that point because I was mute until
that got him out of his seat. He doesn't score many headers as well. That's just his 3rd out of 49. Well, it's been raining goals.
Gallagher, what about Onana, the Manchester United goalkeeper, though?
Yeah, it's poor goalkeeping, but you can see, you see Gallagher here. Look, he's unmarked already in the midfield area. Nobody picking him up. He's floated. It's a little bit of a deflection actually, which falls to him. But well, my word, he's took it well. He's kept over the top of it, which has kept his balance. Where the left back is for United at the time, I do not know. Look, they get down that channel far too easily. But Casemiro gets back to the penalty spot. The deflection takes it away. Onana's keeping here. I'm scratching my head. You know, it's not been absolutely blasty. It's a decent shot, but it's one that he should be saving. He gets his hand to it. He's got to be knocking that
this angle here,
wide of the post, without a doubt.
I think you think at that angle as well, the keeper can see the ball. So, you know, as much as we have to go with the left back, the ball coming in, a little bit of deflection, I think you've got to question the goalkeeper big time. He's got to do a lot better. Mm.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of those this season where they're close to him and he hasn't saved them. And I think obviously with his feet he's great, but we were talking about just before, goalkeeper's got to make saves, you know, and that's one he probably should be saving.
Anh Sơn chạy dòng biên chuẩn bị lên Umu là anh Sơn đây. Ôi cỏ mẹ. Nhớ thì bật một ai chung điện vào. Còn thấy chung cái điện. Đi Hay quá.